as I wanna. So let's see. It started. Alright. Gonna start a new game of Horizon Zero Dawn. I've been playing it a little bit and I really enjoy it. It's kind of become a bit of an addiction for me, not even gonna lie. Oops, no, not search. I can't type today. New game. I'm gonna put it on normal mode because I am a wuss. 100%. Earth, the far future. Nature has reclaimed the ruins of our forgotten civilization, but humanity lives on in primitive tribes. In this new wilderness, they fight for survival against doo-ba-doo-doo-ba-doo. I can't read that fast. Oh, there we go. In this new wilderness, they fight for survival against the machines, fearsome mechanical creatures of unknown origin. So, it's like dystopian future, right? Unlock the mechanical, the machine repair skills. Repair any machine. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. So this is 6 years after the ruin, I guess? I think? Oh, right, okay.
That's Aquarius. You're quite the gatherer, aren't you? Now go and see if you can find some more. Well done, that's a good boy. Children, come with me. She's an outcast, to be shunned.
Well, that's rude.
There. Oh, come on.
Take that, berries. How do you like them berries? I think it skipped over the the part where she was basically born into outcastness, and she was given, and Ross is her father figure. use right stick to look around. Alright. Cool. I don't have that yet, so okay. Like I said, I've been playing this for a little while.
Rats.
Oh boy, rats! Go into the cave. That's the best idea. Ah, bats!
Looks tight, but I can get through.
Like that.
This
You
must
look
be a ruin
tight.
of the metal world. One of the old places.
Can't remember if there's anything up here. Oh, cool. Going down. Does anybody actually see kids run like that with their arms like flailing out to the side? Because that seems weird. Nothing over there. Nothing over there. Nothing back here. Eh. Ooh, there's green
Ross
stuff.
said never go in places like this. But I have to find a way out.
And, so much for that, right? You're doing a great job of following Ross's instructions. Oh, that almost looked like a Buddha from a distance and in the fog. Is it fog or dust? And more bats. Don't get me wrong, bats are adorable, but like,
There's
When they're all-
something up ahead.
when they're all coming at you at once, it's just like, makes me want to cry. A little bit.
What's that? A dead person. There's something shiny there.
Ooh, fancy.
Lights. Everywhere. How does it do this?
Okay, cool. Do 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 do. Do. Alright. Whatever. I'll worry about that later. Now that I've announced myself on many different platforms, I can continue on. I say many,
Another
but
door.
like
Closed.
just two.
Maybe this device I found can help.
Seems legit.
More lights.
An electromagnetic security mechanism with standard holographic UI. Eh. Okay. Nope, that's where I came. That's where I just came from. Is it this way? Yeah. Gotta go this way. What? Oh. Oh! It's a thing. Clockwise or counterclockwise? Guess I'm going clockwise.
Changed color.
Maybe that means the door's unlocked. Right? That's how that works? Also, why is this blown open?
The door changed color too. It did it.
I can't get out that way, apparently. That changes things. Supposed to find it, right? Maybe. No. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. Scan. Okay, it started to do the thing. Why won't it do the thing? There we go.
Director Evans, flash traffic from USRC. Black quartz encryption. I've routed the message to your hologram for viewing.
Who runs like that? Who? Game developers. Animators. Who all
What's
ever
that?
went into... What's what? Oh.
It's got a device. Like the...
You think I want it this way? It's the best I can do. He's right behind you. Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man. Look, Daddy can't be there with you and Mom, but we can still have a party, right? Sure we can.
Show me. Show me again.
I can do. He's right behind you. Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man. Look, Daddy can't be there with you and Mom, but we can still have a party, right? Sure we can.
Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
Alright. I hate how slow this device makes her. Slash me. It's really slow. Really slow. That only works because I'm tiny. That's obviously the way forward, so we're gonna go this way. Eh. Oh, look, another thingy. Thingy! No! Let me have the thingy. Thingy! Audio thingy. Gimme. Give me the thingy. I want it. Why aren't you letting me have it? Oh.
Well, happy New Year, dear diary. Can you believe we actually celebrated last night? Well, we did. Kind of. Director Evans invited everyone to gather in the community room. Don't know where she got the party hats. That was a ghoulish touch. So there we sit, watching the clock tick down to midnight, and I'm thinking, am I the only one who gets the symbolism of this? It might have been worth it if Skylar had gotten drunk again, but I seem to be a mistake she doesn't want to repeat.
That's unfortunate. Hello. Hey, look, a dead dude.
I saw them lining up in the community room. Like cattle in a slaughterhouse, but smiling at each other. Shauna handing out meds like being alive is some kind of
pain to be eased. Well, not me. I don't want to go quiet. I don't want to trail off. I want a period at the end of my life sentence, not an ellipses. Hell, an exclamation mark. So
I've
that
never heard of
accepts
somebody
whoever
who wants
finds
a
this.
period at the end of their life.
Too bad. I don't know anyone, anything, anymore.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Mister, I want a period at the end of my life.
I mean, seriously? Record our thoughts for posterity?
Why did they die
Great
here?
idea, Director Evans.
What happened
Like I
to them?
haven't done enough for posterity already. Like I wouldn't be here like this if not for posterity. I'm done with posterity. Posterity can go. And pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Death. Sorry. It's been a while. Oh, these meds Johnny gave us are really something. So, okay, from the top, kids. Hail Mary, full of grace.
Man, I'm glad I didn't grow up Catholic.
And Machu Picchu. Always wanted to see that.
Yeah,
Never did.
I was playing it for a bit before, but like,
Stupid.
I realized that I can stream from PS4, so
Well,
here we are. I started over. It's so good.
and maybe that's all I need, you know? That moment the door opened and you were standing there.
Yeah, I
wearing
believe
that
that.
retro wave dress. And the way you smile. I had to look away or you were gonna see on my face what had just blossomed inside me, you know? It was just an instant, but I knew we'd be forever. The shall soon dissolve like snow. The sun full
I'm not speedrunning, that's just apparently something that PS4 does.
Who calls me here? Below will be
If I was speedrunning, I wouldn't be taking the... Okay. Oops.
He found me. Ross found me. Down here. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Oh, Mother be praised. Come, girl. Take my hand. You don't belong down there. Come.
Yes, I do.
Such places are forbidden, Aloy.
I fell in.
They are of the metal world. What is that on your face?
Nothing.
It's a thing.
Did you find it down there?
No.
Give it to me.
No.
Aloy, such things are dangerous.
No!
Well, if you're gonna go sneaking away from home, you need to know how to survive in the wild.
I already know
Come,
how
Aloy.
to survive in the wild.
Home now. But starting tomorrow, you will learn to hunt.
Hooray!
All these shapes. What do they mean?
Take your bow.
Bow?
And enough muttering to that plaything. We descend to the valley now. Follow.
Follow, 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 but the truth is hard to follow.
The wilds can be dangerous, Aloy. You will need to stay close and do as I say.
I know.
Now, you're still scratched up from that fall you took yesterday. So let's start there. Take this medicine pouch. I'll show you how to fill it. See this plant over here? It's called salvebrush. Come, gather its berries in your pouch. Good. Now eat the berries. They may taste bitter, but they can save your life. Always keep your pouch full of medicinal berries, flowers, and plants.
Where are we?
This valley is just a part of All Mother's embrace.
Embrace.
The Nora tribe watches these lands and keeps out the most dangerous machines. Usually.
Usually. Uh-huh. So what happens when it doesn't?
Further downriver, we'll find a herd of machines, and I will teach you how to hunt.
Are they dangerous?
All machines are dangerous, Aloy. Their power must be respected. But I will be beside you.
Why is there so much dust being pulled up by their feet?
Aloy, a machine's coming. Crouch and follow me into the tall grass. There. Now stay low.
Little one.
No, Aloy. Such machines are called Watchers. You must learn to avoid their gaze. If you are to survive in the wilds, I will show you. Listen close and do as I do. Stay still. Wait for it to pass.
But I want to kill it!
Now
Yeah.
keep low and follow me across the trail to that tall grass. Oh, another one. Let it pass. Come, back this way. The slower you move, the quieter you'll be. And crouched walking is quieter than upright. Wait for it. That's the last of them. Let's move on.
Ow!
You did well. They didn't see or hear you. Now stay close. That herd should be just ahead.
Who's that?
Ignore him.
But why is he up there?
Because he can?
He's smiling at us.
Ted! Get back where you belong! Ted! Where are you?
Ignore him. We are outcasts, and he is of the tribe.
Maybe he doesn't like the tribe.
And he is a fool. Come now. Let's find that herd. Follow.
Ooh, glitchy, glitchy. Hey. Can have wood.
There. See them? These are called striders.
Ha! Get!
Why'd you chase them off?
To show you how some machines startle easily if they detect you and run away. They're best approached by stealth. Don't worry. We'll catch up with them further down the valley. You'll see. Now, I want you to find some rocks that fit the cup of your hand.
Why?
Do as I say, Aloy, and gather the rocks. I will show you how to use them. Those will do. Follow.
So many rocks. This game rocks. Alright, I'll see myself out now. That one was way too long.
Aloy, over here.
No. You can't tell me what to do.
Aloy, come now. Stop wasting time. There's the... All right. It's time to throw some rocks.
But rocks can't hurt machines, right?
No, but they can distract them.
Can't you do both? The
Let that
Pokemon
watcher
raiding
over there.
and
It must
streams?
be dealt with, or it will warn the herd and send them running before we get in range.
Warn them. How?
The machines speak to each other, Aloy, unless they're
Sad.
first silenced. Now you stay here on the ridge. On my signal, throw rocks and draw the watcher over to me. Wait for my signal.
Wait for your signal. Whoops. Oh crap.
Aloy, I told you to stay put. You'll have to try again.
I don't wanna.
Aloy, throw a rock near me.
I mean, he's not my real dad.
Throw a rock to draw the watcher towards me.
Does that mean I can hit you in the head? No, it's not spoilers. That's like the first thing you learn about the game in the first cut screen. Yeah.
There.
Whatever.
Come, girl. It's safe now.
Is it though? I'm not sure I believe you.
Harvest a kill so I can teach you how to make arrows.
First, I'm getting my rock back.
Good. Now, gather stalks of ridgewood from the plants over there.
Supposed to do something with the plants.
Use the stalks as arrow shafts,
I mean,
and metal shards
obviously.
for arrowheads. Good. You'll never run out of arrows if you know how to craft what you need. Let's put those arrows to use. Follow.
Why do you only ever say follow instead of like, follow me, or let's go? questions.
Here, stay low
And
in the
you're not
grass
gonna answer.
and be quiet.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't really fix that. It's coming through the camera,
One of the
so...
weaker machines, but even a weak machine can kill a hunter if she's careless. You must study it. Its hide is thick, but there are spots where it is vulnerable, like its eye. Can you guess
I
what?
have a PS4 camera, but I'm not using the camera because I don't use it when I stream normally, so...
The canister on its back. Is that a weakness?
Yes. How did you guess that?
The device. It showed me.
That plaything? Stop playing games. Now, take down that Strider. Target the eye or the canister. And if it charges, be ready to roll out of the way.
I wish I had fire arrows.
Again! Hit! Keep firing! You did well today, but you have much to learn. Tomorrow, we train again. What was that?
That boy. The one running the brave trails.
Follow Aloy, quick!
I want to know why Rost gets shoes, but... I want to know why Rost gets shoes, but Aloy does not. Like, is Rost just not concerned for Aloy's feet? Seems legit. Well, that was dumb. Why would you do that? That's what you get for jumping up on cliffs and shit.
I can do nothing. It's only a matter of time before the machines find that boy and kick him to death.
Or you could not be a dick and go rescue him.
Cause a stampede.
But I can see the path they take.
Stop telling stories.
I'm not. I can sneak through.
You will not.
Yes, I will.
Aloy!
Wow.
We need to move slowly and quietly so they sneak past.
You're not my lead, Dad. GTFO. Go over there where you belong.
Can't let them see me.
Hashtag got wood. thank you. No, stop scanning. Go away. There's nothing to see here. That's the direction that I need to go. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Thank you.
Guides with the truth.
Uh-huh. That sounds like a personal problem.
I need to see their paths. Almost there.
You thought you saw me, but you thought wrong. You saw nothing. Alright. Cute, cute. Just keep looking that way. Right. Yep. Oh, right. I've got to go that way. Hurt. Alright. Yeah, I need the kid. Shush! That's exactly what I just realized. I think it's more accurate to say the kid needs me.
Hey!
What?
How is this? Follow me.
No, because I realized it before you did. I said it before you said it. Magic. Don't ask questions. Magic. Stop asking stupid questions. Ask stupid questions, get stupid answers.
So, it is no plaything.
Yes.
Wait. Oh, Mother, bless that girl. Bless you both.
Boy!
Saved me. I just want to...
Boy! Seal your lips.
They are outcasts, both. And she is motherless.
Oh no.
Come now. Back to Mother's heart.
That boy should not have spoken to us. It's against tribal law. We'll go home now. Follow.
I know the way.
Alright, Moana. Oh, she does have shoes. They're just like strap things.
Stop.
Away from there. Back to picking berries.
You're bleeding. Let me have a look. Here, hold still. I'll get it.
Why? Why am I an outcast?
Aloy, this is not the time.
Who was my mother?
Aloy, I've told you before, that's not for us to know. You were just a newborn when the matriarchs brought you to me.
So the matriarchs, they know?
It's not so simple.
But they know.
Aloy, we are outcasts.
So how do I make them tell me?
The matriarchs?
You don't.
There is a way, perhaps.
So tell me.
It would be dangerous.
How?
It would take years of training.
I don't care. How do I do it? Tell me.
The proving. The tribe's rite of passage held every year. Those who pass become braves. But to the one who wins, the matriarchs grant a boon.
A boon?
Yes, whatever the winner wants.
Then I'll do it. Whatever it takes. I'll win the proving.
I see. We'd best get started then. Your training will be hard. And it will take years.
Start training? Yes. Follow.
Yup. And so begins the training montage. Let's get down to business to defeat my mom. Oh wait, to find out my mom. Did they send me rabbits? Progress. I mean, Aloy is basically future Hercules. I don't need no daddy hand. Yes, Aloy is basically that girl. Whee! Didn't she though? Ow.
Rost? Rost?
I have no idea. My understanding is it's just all wood and stone, and somehow that works against metal. I don't know. Yup.
I'll tuck that away.
Quick save. Also, I didn't start the fire. It was always burning. It just needs some kindling.
He said we'd go hunting this morning. Why isn't he here?
That's
Where's
good
he gone
because I have all of it. Maybe a little bit.
What's he
I'm
doing
not
up there?
confused.
He's just standing there. What's going on with him?
Aloy, you're here.
Yep. Where were you?
Did someone forget we were supposed to go hunting this morning?
No, I did not forget. I've been thinking about your training, Aloy. You've learned to hunt,
I
learned
mean,
to survive.
yes.
But I fear there's a lesson I failed to teach you. Would you learn it now?
No.
Of course. I'll always learn what you have to teach.
There has been some trouble recently. It affords an opportunity to learn this lesson, but it will be dangerous. You must come prepared, or you will die. Descend into the Embrace, and hunt until you have gathered the parts for fire arrows.
Fire arrows? What kind of trouble are we talking about?
Once you have the parts, you will meet me there, at the gate beyond the village of Mother's Heart.
The North Gate? At the edge of the Embrace?
Yes. Now be on your way.
Is something else bothering you?
No, I'm fine.
Liar.
Are you worrying about what happens after the proving?
What happens is clear. You will be accepted as one of the tribe, and I will still be an outcast, to be shunned.
Rost, even if the tribe accepts me, I won't...
There is much to do, Aloy. We will discuss this later.
Okay. Anything else you want me to do while I'm down in the Embrace?
Odd might be out of food by now. You could hunt a week's worth of meat for her, if you find the time.
Wouldn't mind if she'd say thanks just once.
Grada follows the law. Her silence towards us is honorable, not an insult.
If you say so.
But she's still odd.
I'll go gather the parts, but I'm also gonna pay Karst a visit.
Aloy, that man breaks the law every time he speaks to you.
And I'm glad he does. I want to buy a tripcaster, and no other trader will sell to outcasts.
Stock it with ammunition, then. You'll find use for that weapon tonight.
That sounds ominous. All right, see you at the North Gate.
Alright, my couch is super uncomfortable. Fixed. There we go. Alright, cool. Time to go find the things. And... whee! Alright. I forgot that there's a thing. Right here.
Something's really bothering him. If he thinks I'm gonna abandon him, he's wrong.
Yeah. I need blaze and metal shards.
The Embrace. My whole life, I've never gone beyond this valley. That'll
Hello,
change after the
campfire.
proving. 2 days. 2 days until I get answers. 2 days, and I'll know who she was. And why I was cast out at birth. As if there could be an excuse for that. Alright, time to gather the parts for some fire arrows. I should find a herd.
Hello, person.
The outcast girl.
Yep.
I will not speak to those cast out by the matriarchs.
That sounds like a personal, terrible decision.
Mother's heart.
Whatever.
2 more days, and I'll know what it's like in there. It's so many people crammed into one place. I guess no one ever gets lonely in there.
I don't know who you're referencing. Oh, that's not where I need to be. It's like super not where I need to be. Sweet! Whew, that's fun. But it didn't. Hey, Mr. Watcher, look at me.
Deal with them quickly.
Hey.
Hunt's over. Fight's on.
Maybe. If he can find me. I can hide though. See? He lost me.
Keep quiet now.
And now he did. It's true. Her hair is the color of all the grass. But hey, it works. Oh yeah. I mean, that's kind of an open-ended question, because, like...
I'm injured. I need your help.
I've been playing this game for, like, a week.
You want to talk to an outcast?
I'm desperate for help.
And I've played this
Whatever the
game more...
consequences.
Well, no,
What's the
Sebastian
problem
has
then?
played this game
Did you
more
go
than
through
me,
it?
and I've done things that he
Forget
hasn't
about me.
done,
It's my
so,
daughter,
like...
Ravonna. She's in danger. She went after a scrapper near Mother's cradle. I fear for her life.
I've gotten
I
past
can't even
the,
stand up, let alone go after her.
I've gotten past
You help me find
the,
her?
the thingy, though.
You know the matriarchs might cast you out for speaking to me, don't you?
I don't care. I tried looking for her myself
Prove
and my
it.
leg gave out. Just
I
find her.
am working this week, yep. I
I'll
work
accept any
Monday through
punishment that means
Friday.
she's safe.
Why would your daughter hunt a scrapper on her own?
It's my fault. I went after it first. It tore up my leg. I barely got away. I left a spear impaled in the machine. That spear was made by Adina, my mate, who died last year. It means everything to Arana. She went after the scrapper to get it back.
You said Arana went to Mother's Cradle?
Yes, southeast of here. I forbid her from going, but ever since her mother died, she's become impossible. Damn it, look at me. A widower, now a cripple. Father that can't find his daughter. Please, help me set things right.
I'll do what I can to help your daughter.
Fine.
Make sure she's all right. I'm begging you.
She's not. She did.
These will keep.
Don't you bark at me? Fucking rude. No, he thinks he sees me. Look at me! Senpai, notice me! But like not actually notice me, I just want you to look. Do your watcher thing. Stretch your neck. Perfect. Here, watcher, 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 watcher. Get your nose up out of the grass. You're not a dog. Thank you. Fuck. Ah. Cool, cool.
Now
Good
they're hunting
times.
me.
Where did I drop you? Over there. Nope, not that way.
keep the upper hand.
How did you get a promotion? Dang it! I think all the Watchers are dead though. So I literally only have the Striders. Am I wrong? I'm what's wrong. Huh? Oh, I see you. No, don't go under the freaking... Don't go under the boulder. I need to smack you with my arrow. No, why are you running away? Oh, that was good. I feel good about myself. Oh, okay. How do I get over there? By walking over there, apparently. Clearly that's the answer. Can I get down here safely? Safely enough. Alright, time to clean up after myself. Rude.
Right.
Get it between the trees. That is the question. I don't know. Thing I have.
This is where it ends.
That was worth it.
Gonna put up a fight.
Woohoo! Yes. Okay. Was that all of them? Did I just do what I think I did? What? Oh, no. Let's see you over there. Nope, that's a torch. Cool. Okay, get down. Ah, there we go. Cool. Perfect. Because you can never save too much. Yes. No, I'm not very good at that. Not yet. Is necessary. Yeah, I like the ones in Forager. next to me. I'm so used to streaming at Brandon's that I keep forgetting that my cat is with me. Yeah, knowing myself, that will come in most handy. Alright. New things, hooray! Oh, right, okay. Trade this token to any merchant for your special bonus items. Alright. Nora Keeper token. Vanek Traveler token. And Scrapper Lens. Oh, yay! Fire arrows! Hooray! Yes? Sure. That's what I'm currently wanting to do. Do that after. Notebook. Data points. So many new things. I'm not gonna listen to them all again because so much. Alright. Alright. Time to go find what's-her-face.
Sounds like she's in trouble.
Somebody, please! I'm surrounded!
Uh-huh.
I'm stuck up here! I can't get down! Help! Somebody, please!
Here we go.
These arrows are doing
I need help!
nothing for me.
I can't get down!
That sounds like a personal problem, lady.
Help! Somebody, please! I'm stuck up here!
Yep, I scared them away. You can come down now.
Help! Somebody, please! I'm stuck up here!
If I kill you, will you stop screaming? That's how that works, right?
I need help!
I know you do.
I can't get down!
Sounds like a personal problem.
I'm stuck up here!
I know.
Somebody, please! I'm surrounded!
Nope. Nope. Come on back, Watchers.
Somebody, please!
I will show you how to climb. If you don't kill me.
I can't get down! Help!
Maybe I'll try that sometime. But not on stream.
Somebody, please!
Just go about your business.
I can't get down. Help!
Lift your head, please.
Somebody, please!
No!
I'm surrounded!
I know. Not for too much longer.
Somebody, please!
No.
Somebody, please! I'm surrounded!
To start.
Takes me too freaking long to aim.
It's heavy. Now it's going on.
Oh, come on, don't run off. There is an aim assist.
Fascinating, if they weren't looking for me.
But it's a... It's a, stat. Dang it. Die. Thank you. That was a lot of unnecessary splash.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
No.
I just want to thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. I thought those Watchers were gonna tear me apart.
Alright,
Your father sent me after you. It's time to go home.
I figured. But I can't go back until I get my mother's spear from that scrapper.
That spear must mean a lot to you.
My mother made it not long before she died. I can't believe my father lost it.
He didn't mean to. Scrappers are dangerous.
I know. I just can't stand the idea that it might be gone forever.
Your father is worried sick about you.
He gets worried if I go 10 steps to relieve myself in the bushes.
He doesn't want to lose you, Alana.
I know. But I do wish he wouldn't yell at me so much.
How did you wind up in that tree?
I tracked the scrapper to Mother's cradle. Caught a glimpse of it too, but then a Watcher saw me and called his pack. My oh, Mother, I'm just not a good enough hunter to get that spear back, am I?
I'll look for your spear.
You will? Oh, thank you.
Go find your father. His leg gave out while he was searching for you, just south of Mother's Heart.
Oh, no. Okay, I'll go to him right away. Thanks again.
Yep, taking a nosedive off of the site was definitely necessary.
Piranha's trail ends here. Must be where she saw the scrapper. If I follow its tracks, I should be able to find that spear. Mother's cradle.
I wonder what they'd do if I just, like, ran into camp. Would they force me out, or would they try to just ignore me? Graphics in this game are freaking gorgeous.
Time to see Karst and get a tripcaster.
Seems legit. Gotta get wood.
Good for an old remedy.
Oh, right. This is what I want. Can't. Nope. Yeah, that one. There we go. Fire! I see your gaze. Also, it's snowing here.
There. Time to get that spear.
Yes, that is exactly what I said. What of it? You know what? For the sake of argument, yes. Yes, it is. So, where? How did I lose myself so quickly? You can jump up cliffs and like... Oh, because I have to go that way. No, stop being a bouncy bastard. How about them apples? Ow. Rude.
A well-made weapon. Arana will be happy to have it back.
Or whatever.
No one else around. Looks safe to meet. My guess is he'll be waiting. There he is. Looks nervous.
Gotta stop for them resources along the way while sprinting. And it's 100% necessary to squat for them. Squats build something. Wait.
Oh, Mother be praised. Aloy's back!
Hey!
First you send Arana back to me, and now you've got the spear. When I first called out to you for help, I didn't even know if you'd speak to me. I'm glad you did.
Me too. I can't believe you got the spear back.
Your mother knew how to craft them. It's of exceptional make.
I'll never be the crafter she was, but she did pass along a few tricks. I'd be happy to take a look at your spear.
Thank you.
I'd be happy to take a look at your spear.
She was special. I'm sorry for your loss.
Well, because of you, I still have the spear to remember her by. You didn't have to help us, but you did. She would have admired that. Thank you, Aloy, for everything.
When I think what it would have been like if I had lost Arana. Thank you, Aloy.
New dude. Hooray. Oh, right. Me. Did that. Odd Grot. Yep.
No haze. White as bone. That thought got dark.
Gotta go up the mountain.
When my name was called to the mountain.
Hello, Grata.
Oh, Mother, since I was cast out, have I not been constant as the river flows? Have I not kept the vows as the stones
It is a really
do?
good one. I love it a lot.
Show me your grace, All Mother, and provide for me once more.
Don't worry, Grata. I'll hunt your rabbits.
Oh, Mother, I hear your voice on the wind. I would count your blessings on my prayer beads, but I lost them atop the eastern overlook. My old bones are too worn to return.
So it's rabbits and your trinket you need this time. Okay, I'll find you at your camp. So much for being careful.
Probably shouldn't swan dive off of the cliff. It's a little bit higher than the watchtower. Up this way. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm Aloy. Bunnies. Is there a bunny? That looks like a bunny. Nope, that's a turkey. Slight difference. I don't think it's so much as you'd notice, though. Oh! What a bore. It's going the wrong way. But I guess I need to be up there. Okay. Oh, right. Come at me, bro.
Not this time, little one.
I love being a sniper. I prefer melee, but like being a sniper is so satisfying. And she wanted rabbits, right? Or did she care? Bunny! Ah! Right into the ground.
Okay, Grata said her prayer beads were at the eastern overlook. It's not far from here.
It's over there.
The Brave Trail up the rocks is close by.
I should probably make some more arrows. There we go. I've got an upgrade available? What else is new? I'm not seeing any more. Whatever. Wait, no.
Grata may be devout, but it takes strong arms to reach the overlook the fast way.
Mal, I reject your reality and substitute my truth. Yeah. Come on. Bye-bye.
This looks promising. Aha! Grata's prayer beads. I see why she comes up here to pray. It looks out to Mother's Gate. You know, I wonder what bothers me more. That she ignores me, or that with all her talking to All Mother, she's never lonely.
Why isn't there a rope connecting here to there? That's annoying.
A quick way down.
Shush your face. Ow! Where the hell did you come from? I bet you did now. At least I have lots of medicine so I can heal myself. Okay, I lost my heading. That way. Never said I was kink shaming. That wasn't kink shaming, that was just shaming. There's a difference. I will shame all I want. Always. 100%.
There's Grata, all alone with All Mother. The only way she knows. Good news, Grata. Once again, All Mother has brought you rabbits. I found your prayer beads too. Just try not to lose them again.
All Mother. Each morning I find your tears of joy speckling the leaves. Joy at the beauty of all you have made. See how I cry now with you in gratitude.
So you'll cry for her, but you won't speak to me. Fine. Guess that makes you the better outcast. Grata, I may not be around much for a while. I'm gonna run in the proving, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen after that.
Oh, Mother, I thank you for the kindnesses you share. When the proving comes, in your great wisdom, may you give favor to a brave of generous heart.
I think I get what you're saying. Goodbye, Grata. For now.
Hear me as I
keeps
count off my
complaining
years
about
of
Grata
devotion.
not speaking to her. like, for thanks, and yet I'm about 92% sure that Grata is referring to Aloy as Allmother. Woohoo! Level up. I only have 1 point. Okay. We'll come back to that.
Oh no. See.
Right. Quests. Did those things. Time to go back to that one. No! What? Why?
The beads have been worn smooth in the turning.
I know that the Allmother is an actual thing, but, like, Grata is getting around the, illegalness of talking to an outsider by referring to her as Allmother. Don't you ouch when you're not ouching? If you're gonna ouch, at least take away 1 HP.
It's your sister, Olara!
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Blah. Oh. Well, now that that's settled.
You'll do.
I'm gonna do a little social experiment here.
Just because I'm shunned doesn't mean I won't pass through.
I could ask the matriarchs for a weapon and a maid blessing if she wins the proving. I'm not going to break the law at all. Filthy outcast.
Alright, well. I wasn't forced out, so I guess ignoring it is.
Snow. It's not getting any warmer out here. There he is. Looks nervous.
Well, an outcast on my doorstep. All mother protect me.
Surprised you saw me the way you keep looking every other direction to make sure no one's watching. Careful there, you'll sprain your neck.
It's always a pain in the neck when you show up, girl, one way or another.
Is there a reason why you're acting so cranky today?
Once you run the proving and get made a brave, you'll deal with traitors in Mother's Heart. Maybe I don't like losing customers.
Traitors who don't break the law and deal with outcasts, you mean?
That's right. Our days of crime will be behind us, so long as you keep quiet.
Are you worried I'm going to tell someone that you trade with outcasts?
I don't think you're the kind who talks, but you never know.
You can stop worrying. The secret's safe with me.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But I don't mind hearing it.
The only person I've ever told about our trades is Rost.
Yeah, well, not like he can turn me in, even if he wanted to. Law and duty sort of a man, that Rost. I don't know how you stand it.
You really don't know why he was cast out?
I've told you no. I don't think anyone knows what he did, but it must have been serious because his term is for life.
Why do you take the risk, trading with outcasts?
Every time you ask. If a big, meaningful talk is what you're after, move along.
It's because you used to be one, isn't it?
Yeah. Got caught poking around one of the metal ruins out beyond the Embrace. Matriarch said I was tainted and gave me 5 years.
What did you see in the ruins?
Nothing I can make sense of. After my shunning, I tried living back in Mother's Heart, but everyone I knew had moved on, and there were so many people everywhere I turned. I like it better out here.
Last time I visited, you had a tripcaster available for trade. Still got it?
I do. But you'd need to bring me a scrapper lens. What can I say? Special weapons don't come cheap.
Oh, I can pay. Took down a scrapper not long ago. Stripped out the lens in perfect condition.
I'll be the judge of that. Show me. I thought you wanted a tripcaster. I'm ready to trade when you are. now that you've got yourself a tripcaster, practice how to use it someplace else, all right? My life's exciting enough without a bunch of shock wire booby traps to trip over.
I'm gonna test it right here.
Could have fooled me. Will you be around later, in case I want to make another trade?
I'll be here. Same as usual, bring me the parts you harvest from any machines you hunt. The better the parts, the more shards I'll pay. Be sure to take a close look at my inventory, though. Who knows? Maybe I've got something that could give you an edge in the proving.
What else have we got? Oh, I don't have shards for anything else.
Anything else?
Nope.
I guess that concludes our business.
All right. Good luck in the proving. Blessing of All Mother and all that.
I've got what I need. Time to meet Rost at the North Gate.
Rost. Yes, I know how to do the thing. Rost is that. Gotta go fast. Wait, hold on. There isn't a closer campfire. Actually, that one's... Oh, I can't. Never mind. Can't fast travel right now. So we just get to watch me run. Whee! Such excite. I mean, obviously.
What are they hunting out there? Beyond the Embrace. It can't be just one machine.
Aloy, you're here.
Uh-huh.
You have the firearms.
I do. Those explosions and shouts beyond the Embrace. Is that the trouble you were talking about?
You will know soon enough. Until then, we wait for dark.
Wait for dark? Look, Rost. I've thought it through, and I'm not going to shun you after the proving, okay? I won't do it. I'm not about to pretend that you never raised me.
Aloy, the law forbids all contact.
It does, and I don't care. I know what duty means for you, Rost, but all tribal law has ever done for me is take things away. And that's not gonna happen again.
Aloy, I must obey the law.
I am above the law!
I knew you'd say that, so this is what we'll do. I'll come to you in secret. No one will see me, so I won't get in trouble. And I know you won't talk to me because it's against the law, but I'll talk to you. It'll be my crime, not yours. You'll just listen. And that's how we'll handle this.
You've put a lot of thought into this.
I know. So you can stop worrying. It's handled.
Yes. So it is.
I saw Karst and got that tripcaster I was talking about.
I hate to think what that outlawed trader charged for a weapon of that make.
It wasn't cheap, but the caster is worth it.
Perhaps. You'll know it's worth soon enough.
I got Odd Grata her rabbits, for which she thanked Allmother, of course.
It was Allmother working through you to bring her the rabbits.
You always say that, but I was there and I hunted alone.
And you always say that, and so make yourself alone.
I don't understand. Those explosions are outside the Embrace. What can we do from in here?
The lesson will be taught in due time, Aloy. Till then, we wait.
Still a while to go before dark. I guess I'll get some rest.
Good idea. There'll be no time for sleep tonight.
Opening a gate for an outcast?
Some who are shunned reaped honor before disgrace.
So much for tribal law.
I spoke to no one, and now we must both keep silent, for we are outside of the Embrace. These are the true wilds, Aloy, with threats unlike any you have ever faced.
That carcass. What sort of beast was that?
The tribe calls it a sawtooth. Something angry. Since they first started appearing 10 years ago, they have killed many braves.
Yeah.
Follow the path. It's not far.
That cabin. What happened to it?
A machine. That's why.
What sort of machine does that?
The sort of machine you're on.
Oh. I see. I'll watch your carcass. I'll harvest the parts.
Watch your surroundings. Won't be much farther now.
Why are we the only ones out here tonight? Why can't the tribe's braves hunt this machine?
They did. Killed bastards. Tomorrow, they will hunt again.
They won't need to. This machine will be my kill.
Or your death.
Ooh, 2 wood in a row.
An entire lodge wrecked by sawtooths? How many were there?
I didn't bring you here to answer questions, Aloy. I brought you here to deal with that. This hunt is yours to make, Aloy. Yours alone. No matter what happens, I will not intervene. You understand? You are on your own.
Yeah, I get it. You've said that like 3 times now.
I can use the tall grass to approach. Okay, let's see. Where can I place my traps?
Keep walking, big boy. Good kid. Did it though?
I should scan it. See what that reveals.
Nope, totes didn't. just continue along your trail. Also, thank you. You can't see me! You're trying so hard, it's adorable. But this victory is mine.
Why did I bring you here?
Not to answer questions.
Aloy.
Survival requires perfection. It was a test to hone my skills against a dangerous new machine.
Follow. These are Nora hunting lands. They must be protected. If you hadn't destroyed the Sawtooth, how many Braves
Everything
might
the
have
light
killed
touches
or injured
Aloy.
tomorrow? The lesson lives within the question, Aloy. For years, you've trained to win the Proving, but only for yourself. As a Brave, it will be your duty to fight for your tribe.
My tribe? You said I wouldn't need them.
But I never said the tribe wouldn't need you. The strength to stand alone, Aloy, is the strength to make a stand. To serve a purpose greater than yourself. That is the lesson you must learn. And remember it after the Proving, and after I'm gone. We're finished here. Follow. Dawn has passed. This will be your last day in the Embrace as an outcast. Use the time to set your mind on the challenges before you. When it is time for you to go to Mother's Heart, I'll be waiting for you along the way.
I understand the final lesson, Rost.
Do you?
But if I'm going to stand for something, it'll have to be something I believe in.
Then I hope you find it, Aloy. I hope you do.
I'll go back to the cabin with you.
I'm not heading there just yet. I have other plans.
Oh, such as?
I'll be waiting for you when it is time.
I'll see you at Mother's Heart then.
You will.
Ooh, I got a reward box. And a bunch of new resources. Ha 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 ha. No. Cool, I have 2 fast travels now. Awesome. New dudes. Sawtooths. Hello. low profile. Alright. Well, alright, cool. That's the only thing I have to do. Come on, Aloy, I believe in you. Climb every mountain. You can't touch this.
I can get out of this.
This game is super relaxing, except for when it's not.
Aloy. So, it's time. Are you ready?
Yes, I guess. It's louder than I expected.
I've never been so close before.
I guess everything's bigger up close.
Soon it'll all fall away. Like home.
I don't know about that.
Bigger on the
Look
inside?
for High Matriarch Teersa. She'll help you. Any other concerns?
Any final lessons before I head in?
No. You've learned every lesson the Wilds have to teach.
It was you who taught me, not the Wilds. Not sure my bow and spear will be much help in there, though.
It is with bow and spear that you'll win what you've wanted all these years, Aloy. Answers.
What should I expect once I'm inside?
There'll be people celebrating and feasting. More than you've ever seen in one place. No other village compares to Mother's Heart. It is the seat of the High Matriarchs, the center of Nora life, a jewel of the sacred land. Give it time, and you'll grow fond of it. As I was, back when I was of the tribe.
Are you sure they're gonna let me in?
I've told you, Aloy. By law, any child outcast can run in the Proving.
And any who pass are made braves and are outcasts no more. I know that. But not everyone follows the law like you do, Rost.
Have faith, Aloy. The tribe will honor your right.
I'm ready to do this. See you back home in a few days?
You will not find me there, Aloy. Here. Take this, too. Remember.
Why are you talking like we'll never see each other again? No. No!
You should be with the tribe. And I will always be an outcast.
But I told you, I have that figured out. I'll come to you in secret. I'll be the one breaking the law, not you. You don't even have to talk to me.
This attachment to me will only hold you back. It's my wish that you embrace the tribe. You've lived in isolation long enough.
Until now, I didn't.
For your sake, I must go where you will never find me. This is goodbye.
No, it's not. You taught me how to track. Wherever you go, I can follow.
Not this time.
This time. And every time. I'll be wearing this when I find you.
May All-Mother bless you, Aloy.
And you. I have to let him go. For now. First, the proving. After that, I'll see where his trail leads.
You will turn back, outcast. Or bleed. Your choice.
Make way! Make way! Braves, stand aside. She is welcome here. Mother's heart is open to you, child. Come. I assure you, most Nora aren't so rude as those idiots.
You're Teersa?
Who else would I be? Come on now. I've been waiting for this day a long time.
You have?
Oh, yes. But for the moment, I must leave you. I have other outsiders to keep safe tonight.
You what?
Envoys from another tribe, the Carja. Come to observe the proving, and oh, how the Nora hate the Carja.
Carja?
But that's my problem. We will talk later. In the meantime, enjoy the festival. Oh, down the path to the right, you'll find an old friend who can't wait to see you.
But I don't know anyone here.
Try telling him that. We will talk later. May the goddess protect.
What is going on?
We have Carja faithless. Welcome to the festival.
Interesting.
Aloy! It's you, isn't it? It is Aloy, isn't it? I'm remembering your name correctly?
Are you the old friend Teersa told me about? I don't know you.
I see you don't recognize me. Well, it was a long time ago. Teb is my name. You were half my size when you saved me from a herd of machines.
I remember. You tried to thank me.
I never forgot that day. All these years, I hope to see you again, if you came to run in the Proving. As you can see, I didn't turn out to be much of a hunter. I served the tribe as a stitcher instead, a maker of garments and armor. In preparation for this day, I've made an outfit for you. I hope you like it.
What's it going to cost?
Cost? Nothing. Consider it the thanks I tried to give years ago. Long overdue. There. Seems to fit you perfectly.
Thank you, Teb. I've never had anything like this before.
Well, it's yours. I think you'll find it affords more protection than what you were wearing. Every outfit offers some advantage. It's always a trade-off. Anyway, I shouldn't keep you any longer. Head for the Matriarch's Lodge if you want to find Teersa. You'll know it when you see it. A large wooden building with an angry mob waiting outside.
Teersa said something about envoys from another tribe?
Yes, that's what the mob's angry about. Carja visiting our sacred land for the first time in years. I'd expect to see some tomatoes fly, maybe rocks. Hopefully not spears. In any case, be ready to duck.
She stopped drinking her tea. I'm gonna be an uncle again. Beer for everyone!
Hooray! Sounds like a good time to me. Maybe that instead of improving? This looks like fun.
I thought the Earth...
John! Get down from there! Bad enough you're drunk. Why do you have to go climbing houses?
Oh, not supposed to go.
What an idiot he is. Every year this happens, every year. At least he's not trying to run a brave trail.
Wasn't drunk when I ran the proving. I'm out of one.
Listen carefully now. For you'll have to tell us when I'm gone. Isn't she strong? What if a working from all...
Aloy, over here.
Hey, Karst.
Karst? What are you doing here?
Careful. Pretend like we've never met. I wasn't supposed to trade with outcasts in the wilds, remember?
How could I forget? And how generous of you to talk to me now.
Don't be like that. You know I'll be rooting for you in the proving tomorrow. Can't wait to see the looks on some of these faces when you win. And if you need any last-minute supplies, I'm your man.
So, Mother's Heart. I thought you preferred the wilds.
Well, man can't drink alone all the time, can he? Truth is,
I really
I get lonely
appreciate
once
the
in a
fact
while.
that, like,
There,
when I
admitted
ask
it.
different questions,
Don't think less of me.
it
I won't
doesn't,
hold it
like,
against you. If you give me a
it
discount.
sounds like it's part of the conversation instead
I'm
of
joking,
starting a whole
Karst.
new thing
It's good to see you.
every time. It's nice.
Don't go soft on me. I'll give you my best prices, I promise.
What's the difference between the hunter arrow and the precision arrow? I'm confused. So, give me some shock arrows.
Always He's happy
Oops,
to
no.
take your shards.
I'm not done with you yet.
All right, let's do this.
Or a bow, maybe? Or a sharp shot bow? Slow firing but highly accurate.
Until next time.
Next time, you'll be a brave.
It looked like he was going to continue talking.
In a moment, we shall bless the proving. But first, we have guests to welcome.
For 2 years, we have been at peace with Akarja. It is time to restore our bonds of trade with Meridian. These envoys come to us under a banner of peace.
Peace.
An enunciation of gratitude written
Killers
by the
and
hand
slavers!
of
Yeah!
Sun King Avad.
Killers and slavers!
Hey, hey! Hold your fruit, Nora Faithful. Hold your fruit. Now, I'm Azaran, not Karja. So I'll put it to you straight. The 13th Sun King was a murderous bum. Oh, he was. He was a tyrant and a monster. He raided my tribe for blood sacrifice, just like yours. My own sister was taken. I hated the Karja. But the 13th King is dead. 2 years now. Who killed him? The 14th. Not because he lusted for power, but because someone had to put an end to his father's atrocities.
Yeah!
The message that this poor priest means to read is an apology. Straight from the lips of the 14th King. So please, can't you lend him your ears?
Thank you. An enunciation of gratitude written by the hand of Sun King Avad, 14th luminance of the Radiant Line. People of the Nora, on the eve of your proving, know the Karja stand with you, as the sun's light frames the stoutest.
I should do a focus scan, see what it detected. Unknown device detected. What's that mean? He's wearing a focus, just like mine.
It's for the gods.
You're the only other person I've ever seen wearing a focus. Where did you get yours?
What? A Nora? Wearing one of these? That's impossible. Your tribe fears the old places, forbids them.
Who says I'm like other Nora?
Why,
I'm not like other
I guess you're
girls.
not. If you've gone delving in the ruins of the metal world.
What's wrong?
Apologies. Malfunction.
Oh, Lynn, you making friends with locals, are we?
I'll come back.
Wait.
No. We'll talk later. Have to go.
Whoa. Well, I guess he's more hungover than I thought. Hey, you got the same trinket that Olin has on his head. Since when did those become fashionable?
His name is Owen? Who is he? And where did he get one of these?
He's just a scrounger with friends in high places. Now, he spends half his time digging for artifacts, the other half drinking or dicing. As for the trinket, well, I guess he dug it up somewhere. Just a weird old jewel he sticks on his face. I mean, no offense. It looks great on you.
I thought your friend was gonna go down in a hail of fruit, but you really calmed the crowd.
Thanks. I wasn't sure I could do it. The Nora is still pissed with the Karja about the Red Raids. And who can blame them?
I've never seen armor like yours before.
You've never seen Vanguard steel? Well, let me introduce you. Ring-locked,
Impact protected, sturdy enough to choke a sawtooth. It has to be. The vanguard of the Sun King's best. Life takers and machine breakers to a one. Might even give a Nora warmaid like you more trouble than she can handle.
With all that metal to slow you down? I doubt it.
Yeah, hard to say. From where I'm standing, looks like a pretty even match.
What else do you know about Olin?
Is he really that interesting? I'm starting to get jealous. Well, he scours the wilds for ruins, digs up stuff, and sells it to nobles. When he's not scrounging, he's scouting. Exactly the skills you want the man guiding your expedition to have. I've known him for a few years. He's a loyal companion, cares for his family, holds his drink well enough. I like him, but besides that, not much to tell.
I wanted to ask you something else.
If you want. But I'll also be around after that blessing thing, if that'd be a better time to talk.
I think Erend is more accurately into her.
I never heard anything about red raids growing up. What were those?
Your tribe was at war and you didn't even know? Were you kept hidden away? Did you have overprotective parents or something?
I grew up as an outcast, shunned by the tribe.
Oh, yeah, I've heard the Nora do that. That seems cruel, if you ask me. But even an outcast knows about the derangement of the machines, right? How they get deadlier every year? Well, the mad Sun King figured if he spilled enough blood to the Sun God, it would calm the machines. Didn't work. But for years, he raided the tribes and took captives for sacrifice. My sister among them. The Nora put up a good fight, but lives were lost.
Your sister was taken captive and sacrificed. That's terrible.
Captive, yes. Sacrificed, no. It takes more than a few Carja to finish Ursa. She got away, and now she's my captain. Captain of the entire Vanguard. Favored by the Sun King himself.
How did she survive?
Oh, that's a story, all right, but it takes a while
Black
to tell.
magic and vile sorcery.
Maybe another time over a drink or three? Or just come to Meridian and meet her yourself. I think you'd like each other. You're both rather, direct.
So, what happened? How did it all end?
The Mad King's own son united Carja rebels with Oseram freebooters. And together we did the impossible, took back Meridian and killed the crazy old king. So now the son sits on the throne and it's a big improvement. Under Avad, there's no more sacrifices, no more slavery. People from all tribes are welcome in Meridian now, even Nora exiles. You really should come visit.
Who are the Oseram?
Oh, that's my tribe, far to the northwest. We're good at three things: arguing, working steel, and brewing.
And freebooters. What are those?
I guess you could say we were mercenaries, warriors for pay. Except a lot more loyal than that makes us sound. Avad couldn't have taken down his father without our metal and muscle. And now, some of us serve proudly as his personal vanguard.
You said the machines have been getting more dangerous every year.
Yeah, I don't have to tell you that, right?
First I've heard of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just assumed everyone knew. Well, the way I hear it, 15, 20 years ago, the machines weren't always pissed off like they are now. When a hunter came at them, they'd spook and run. So it was hard to take them down, but not dangerous, so long as he was smart enough to jump out of the way. But then the derangement starts up and everything changes. Now, when a hunter fires a shot, the machines snarl and charge right at him. A few more years pass and they start attacking people on sight. Going anywhere becomes a major risk. If that wasn't bad enough, entirely new kinds of machines start showing up. Bigger, meaner, and heavily armed.
Like the Sawtooth.
Yeah, 10 years ago, that one. But every couple of years or so, something worse comes along. Believe me.
So what's making it happen?
And no one knows. And the machines, well, they aren't telling.
Tell me about the derangement again.
Well, the way I went a hunt, so it was, but then the now, a few more, if that wasn't.
Like the sawtooth?
Yeah, 10.
So what's...
No one.
If the Karja have such a cruel history, how did you end up serving them?
The last king and his men were butchers. But the new king wants peace. There's nothing cruel about that. Besides, the Karja don't just fight, they build. Take Meridian. Next to it, everything else is just a bunch of sticks and stones.
I want to ask you about something you said before.
Ask away.
I should make my way to the blessing.
Yeah. Look, maybe I shouldn't say this, but it's obvious that you don't belong in this backwater. I mean, you're smart. You're obviously capable, and, well, I mean, look at you.
Told you Aaron was into her.
You know what? All right, if you ever visit Meridian, look me up. I'll show you around, make introductions. It'll be a whole new life, if you want it. Anyway, I have to go to the blessing thing, too, so see you around, maybe?
Take your button to zipper. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide?
I can't wait for festival times. All Mother will guide us. I know it.
Hush you.
All sails are final. If it breaks, you're out of luck.
Why did you wink?
See you later, Karst.
Good luck.
So why are you full of winks?
You picked the wrong Nora to speak to. You can't imagine why you think I'd have anything of interest to say.
All Mother will guide us. I know. I can't wait.
We'll start the blessing when all aspirants are in place.
Was this after or before the trial? This is before the trial. Right.
Aloy, take your place right there. The prayer lantern is yours. I made it for you.
Blasphemy. Sisters. Aspirants, before each of you sits a prayer lantern crafted by your mother. In her honor, light its flame.
Oddly, the accented?
Oh, Mother, hear our prayer. What is the child but a mother's hope that takes flight? A glowing flame that climbs the air, set free to the wind, sailing the sky till it fades and falls. So, from one to another, passes the chain of love.
There's Olin. I have some questions for him.
Wait.
Hello, Olin.
You know my name?
Yes.
Guess Aaron told you.
Why did you act so strange when we spoke earlier?
Must be this festival. I'm really not one for crowds. Maybe I should just turn in.
Stop dodging my questions.
All right, cool your fire. I got nothing to hide.
What are you doing here, Olin? Why come to Noraland?
Aaron needed a scout for his expedition, and a second for his drinking. That's all. Someone to stop the Sun Priest getting lost. When all this is over, I'm back to delving ruins, rummaging for scrap, scrounging up trinkets to sell.
So you're an explorer?
Just another Outlander, girl. A man's gotta make his shards. I just make mine in service to the King's court. That's all.
Which king?
I've never seen anyone else with a focus. Where exactly did you find it?
In a ruin, north of the Claim. That's our name for the Oseram homeland. Up there, the metal seams run deep. Steel giants half buried in loose soil. Forgotten caves that the old ones bored into mountain rock. Your eyes just lit up.
I found my focus in a cave just like you're describing. A ruin of the old ones.
If you've delved yourself, you know as much as I do. Go to those places for answers. Not me.
When we spoke earlier, you winced, then looked like you were in pain. Or frightened. Did your focus show you something?
It didn't show me anything. I told you. It malfunctioned. Happens all the time.
You're not a very convincing liar.
Do you always accuse people you've just met of lying?
Only the ones who aren't telling the truth.
Fire and spit, girl. I'm a plain hammered man with nothing to hide. You don't believe me? That's your trouble, not mine.
I meant to go left instead of right.
When we spoke earlier...
It didn't...
Can't.
I don't understand. We have this device in common, but you can't wait to stop talking to me.
I already have all the friends I need, girl. I don't need the bother.
I'm used to being shunned by the tribe. I thought you'd be different.
It's nothing personal. It really isn't. You should... try to enjoy yourself tonight. Big day tomorrow. Always best to make every day count. Find fortune in your trials, Aloy.
I need to find a safe campfire. Don't think I've seen... That's not what I wanted. I forgot that I could do that. So just continue the way I'm going. Huh? Oh. My weight. I swear. Aha. Found the campfire. It's over there. Alright. Since it's been about 3 hours, I figure it's a good time to call it quits. I will see you all next time. I know. Brendan and I will be streaming tomorrow night, so... It's not like it's goodbye forever. It's just goodbye for now. So, yeah. This will definitely be a continuing thing. Because it's fun. Okay, bye.